glancing mace is the next technique for the Kenpo Karate for Kids curriculum. This one's also for that left step-through punch, and this one is if they're seeing it for the first time at Orange Stripe. This is the fourth technique. So they saw 3. They were responsible for 3 at Yellow Stripe. They're responsible for 4 at Orange Stripe, and it adds 1 each time as they go through. So by the time they get to Red, which is the last level, they'll have to know 9 in total, which sets it up well for when they move into the adult program. They're required to know, for Yellow Belt, 10 techniques right off the bat. That's why a kid coming in at like 5 years old, 10 techniques, Yellow Belt stage, that's quite a, that's an advanced accomplishment to ask of them, and they can get frustrated. So this is designed, the kids program is designed to stair step it in such a way that they see those promotions a little bit more regular and appropriate for their age, so that by the time they graduate out of that, they won't have any trouble going into an adult program, and I think doing quite well. A lot of the coordination will already be there, and they'll kind of know how the techniques function self-defense wise. They'll be used to that. They'll already be acclimated to that process. So this is number 4. This is be the last requirement for the Orange Stripe here. And this is the last also of the 1 steps where we're building them up level by level. From here on out, you're going to see 1-step techniques that are completed. We don't come back and revisit them. They are just 1 unit altogether. So for Orange Stripe here with glancing mace, we're going to step back. It's a left punch again, and we're using this outward block to cover. So again, retreating with that outward block. Now from here, we're going to add a grab. As soon as they outward block, grabbing hold of that arm and checking it. And from here, the movement's just a step-through punch. Now, it looks an awful lot like the second technique we did in Yellow Belt, where it was just an outward block, step-through punch, which is named step-through punch. The technique by that name. The steps are just block and step-through punch. The only thing we've added here really is this grab. But as you do the step-through punch, because we're on the outside now, we're not in between the arms, we're on the outside of that left arm. The left arm will be in the way of where you want to hit. Your target is that chin. And in order to punch that chin with that left arm in the way, that's where the technique gets its name, glancing fist. As you do the step-through punch, and it's 1 motion, not 2, but your punch as it rides up toward the chin, the forearm wants to collide with the attacker or the instructor's left arm to move it out of the way. So as you do a punch to the chin, your forearm is crashing through their arm, which is in the way at the same time. So we're stepping back, blocking, we're adding this grab here. You know where that arm is that way. And then as we're holding it, the step-through punch is going to crash through that arm and then up to the chin. It kind of ricochets. Boom. But 1 motion there as it hits the arm and then hits the face there. That's glancing mace at its first stage. Block, grab, boom. Right through the arm and up to the chin. Now, that's Orange Belt, and that's the last one they have to know, or Orange Stripe. That's the last one they have to know for their Orange Stripe. As we come into Blue Stripe here, we're going to add to that glancing fist. They're going to knock that arm out of the way, clear it out of the way, cross punch over the top this time. So clear that arm because it's still in the way, even after this punch. Clear it down, and we're going to cross punch to the sternum. That's the step that's added at Blue Stripe. So now it looks like block, grab, step-through punch hitting the arm, we clear it down, cross punch over the top there. Now, as you cross punch over the top here, we're going to pull back the chamber for the last move. Because on the last move here, which we'll do at Brown Stripe, we're going to add a palm strike, thrusting palm strike to the chin. That completes the whole technique. So it'll step back, extend it outward block and grab. The step-through punch ricochets through their arm and up to the face. Clear down as you cross punch, but pull it to chamber, because then the final move is this cross palm strike to the face there, as it sets up the full. It's kind of like a darting mace type of coordination that's built. And of course, darting mace in the adult program and glancing fist on purpose, showing that those two are supposed to be connected. So stepping back, we block out, hit through the arm, up to the face, knock their arm out of the way with this cross punch, but chamber, and then we finish with a palm strike to the chin with the brown stripe stage. And that is the last technique that builds up. It'll also show up in our advanced form 1, making up the eye pattern that we make on the floor. The first technique, or the second technique and first technique, are the bottom part of the eye. The top part of the eye are third and fourth. And then you come back down again doing the front part of the eye here, the bottom part of the eye, where we'll do the technique, the first and second technique again. And that's true both advanced form 1 and advanced form 2 that way. So that's how that pattern, at least for the form, works out, and that those techniques fit into the form. So you'll see in advanced form 1 the full technique of the shield and mace here, or shield and fist, and the full technique of the cross punch, block punch, step through here with the high elbow, the full technique in advanced form 1 of the windmill block, elbow, back fist, and elbow, and the full technique here finishing off with the glancing fist, here, boom, and palm strike. Show up within the form of advanced form 1. So just practicing those will keep those current. And that is glancing fist. That's the 4th one for orange belt, and that's the 8th one on our list, which means it's the last one that's going to be building. From here on out, we'll be seeing techniques that are just singular ideas, but I'll tell you where they show up in the progress of the system so that they're practiced accurately.